Hey, TikTok. Oh. Come on in. Top of the screen. Come on in. Guys, I didn't share out today on YouTube. I don't know what it is, but I'm praying I change this mood that I'm in right now. Jamaica, nice life. King Nick, what's up? Let me see who's here on YouTube. How you doing, brother? God bless you. Big up yourself. Hey, Mac. Thanks for being here. Yeah, thanks for being here. That is good. How you doing, Nick? You're here. I'm glad you're here, Mac. Always here to help me. I'm doing okay. How are you? Um, I'm good. I'm blessed and highly favored, but just some things that I'm seeing that is really, I don't know why it's rested on my mind. It's rested on my brain right now. And I'm trying to shake the feeling that I have. Nothing's going on with me and my family and my kids, but um see, when it's matters of the heart, you like crying. I don't even know the person, but when it comes to mental health and mental illness, sad. I know, thanks, Nick. Thank you, but I saw that there was a man on a bus in Jamaica just preaching the word. He was just preaching the word of God. But I think they say he has a mental illness, and the bus driver and everyone on the bus was cursing him and telling him to shut up. They don't want to hear it, and the driver let him off in a neighborhood. You know? Thanks, Nick. Thank you so much. Thanks, guys. Hey, Lonnie, um, dropped him off in a neighborhood that I guess it's a bad neighborhood, and they took this man, and I guess because he's battling with mental illness, he wasn't able to communicate and they beat him. And I just saw a video of him just sitting on the ground, like just looking so confused. And just imagine being surrounded by people that are just attacking you for no reason. And then they tied him up and put him in like a cage, like a wooden cage, and they set him on fire. And this is in Jamaica, you know. Set him on fire, threw tire and stuff in there, and burnt him alive. you know. Ah, I official 1SP when I see things like that, you know. I try to protect my peace against, certain things, certain information, certain videos, certain, platforms that is toxic and stuff. But when I see things like that, it's like it could be anyone. That could happen to anyone. And no one there to say stop. No one there to say, let's just let him go, or no one there who thinks they're in their right mind, who think that they are so much better than the person that they're attacking, to think logical and say, this man is not of sound mind. This man seems like something is wrong with him. You know, let's just leave him. He's no threat to us but because he's in the wrong neighborhood and because he's not one of you, you're gonna, how cold and calculated can you be to do something like that? Just anyone. It could be your family member, you know? It could be your mother or your father, your brother, sister, your son. It could be anyone. Would you like anyone to do that to them? It just shows me how cold people are, how sick this world is, how evil some people can be, and how oblivious some of you out there are. So lost, don't know what's going on around you. You can't tell a man with a sound mind from someone who is so-called perfectly fine. How are you doing, my dear? I'm good. Oh, it's you, Mackie, asking official 1SP. If you have so much sense, or you can't tell somebody who's battling with a mental illness. If you're so smart, how could you not tell this is not no gunman or bad man? Just to show how the mentally ill is judging another mentally ill. It just goes to show you how some of the people that think that they know everything and they're so smart are trying to judge others that they know nothing about. They don't realize how sick they are. But it's so easy for them to judge another person and tell you who that person is. No love in this world. That's why I try so hard to protect my peace. I was once enslaved in a way where I used to take so much abuse, and the same people that were abusing me were later letting everyone know that I battle with a mental illness. The same people that were enslaving me mentally, that was abusing me and keeping me bound mentally, were spreading that I'm ill in my mind, as if to say, I can't be believed because I battle with a mental illness. I'm crazy because I battle with a mental illness. So no one should listen to me. The same evil people that were doing the evil are judging the ones that they're doing the evil to. Now you tell me if this is not a sick world. You're attacking someone that's not harming you because you believe something is wrong with them, or you just don't like them, or they just exist. You hear me, Cece? What does that make you? That means you're evil. And being sick is not half, not even a quarter as threatening as you are. You get what I'm saying? You're more of a threat to society than someone that you claim is mentally ill. You're the one who needs to be locked away because you can't be trusted with anyone. You could attack the innocent, so you're a threat to society. It's not like you're attacking someone that is attacking you, so you're defending yourself. You're attacking helpless individuals. So you need to be found and locked away or taken off the face of this earth, because you're the threat. You see what I mean? Based on the stories of individuals, clients, and on here is extremely sad. The judgment is real. So real. So real. And we have to protect our peace. Tap up the screen, guys, please. I'm asking you. Thank you, Mackie, for liking, and Official for being here on YouTube. Guys, I'm on YouTube as well. My platform, my YouTube channel is ShortnSpicy Nikks. You could find it in the TikTok profile. I also have another channel, Nikki and the Fam. I do family vlogs on that with myself and my children. But when you go through some of the most evil things and you see the mind of some of the most evil sets of people to exist on this earth, you learn how to protect your peace and just stay in the whatever, if it's a bubble or your space. You learn to just, some will call it running, but it's not running. You learn how to protect your peace and to stay away as far as possible from these sick individuals that we have around us. God is watching over us, so people have to be careful. Yes, you as a bus driver, and I just saw it on, I was watching it on, what's his name? I forgot. Let me try to find it. One moment. I'm telling you, tore me up, tore me up. I don't know who the person is, this man, but it tore me up. I'm gonna let you guys hear a little of what the lady that knows him on YouTube was saying about the man. I think his name is Patrick. And the first thing they have to say is, "You're mad, a madman, a madman," as if to say they have no meaning to be, they have no right to be alive. They have no right to be living. You get what I'm saying? They're mad, so they don't deserve to be living, breathing the same air as you are. That's what they try to make it seem like, individuals with mental illness, like they don't belong anywhere. They don't have any right to live. That's where I'm at. Learn to not engage. Yes, CC. The most I try to be respectful and everything, and I treat people with respect, and I say hi to individuals out there, and but as soon as the discerning spirit shows me this is as far as I go, that's it. I'm out. I'm taking flight. And it took me going through some of the worst things in my life and ending up in the hospital with my son to come to that conclusion, CC. People are who they show you they are. Do not give them too long of a space to prove to you who they say they are. It took, sometimes when I look back, I say it took me too long to believe these people when they were telling me exactly what they thought about me. I was under a spell though. I was being held, bound, and veil was over my eyes, smoke screen. And I almost lost my life from realizing how evil some people can be. For you to not know a person, for a person to not do you any harm, and you just take that person and do this to them and watch them go through pain and agony. You are Satan himself. Don't let anyone tell you more than once how much they dislike you. Don't let them show you. Believe them. Believe them the first time. Sometimes we feel like we could forgive people, and God said to forgive them 70 times 7 or something like that. The more I've come to realize that the more chance you give them is more opportunity for them to get right what they didn't get right the first time, in hurting you, in getting rid of you completely. They treat people with mental illness as if they're beneath them, as if they're nothing, as if nothing that they say makes any sense. And that's why I believe God made it that my enemies were able to get so far with me. because I need it to be a testimony. That mental illness doesn't mean you are not living. It doesn't mean that you don't deserve love as well. It doesn't mean you don't deserve respect and to exist like everyone else who thinks they're fine and they're perfect. There's a saying in Jamaica, who no dead, no bury them, or something like that. Some people have just gone through a lot of trauma and they've lost touch with reality, or losing touch, or they are they've lost trust in the world, and all they need is love. I see it firsthand. My clients are vulnerable people, severe mental health and addictions. You understand? That's why I chose to use my platform to speak about mental illness, mental health, and advocate for the ones that can't speak, because I almost was silenced. I was almost silenced. And they would have said that I died from mental illness. My ex-mother-in-law used to bring stories to me. Oh, my friend's son just died. Well, how did he die? He had mental illness. This woman was trying to manipulate my mind as how she manipulated other people. That it was mental illness. Tried to make me so crazy or dead so she could tell everyone that she knows that I died from mental illness. When she tried to poison me and I almost died, she was telling me this story at the same time. If God didn't save me so I could speak now, those memories would have gone with me 6 feet under. Those sick and sadistic manipulation would have gone with me 6 feet under. But God saved me so I could be a testimony. He didn't allow my enemy to swallow me up. He didn't allow her to kill me. Like how the devil silenced Mr. Patrick so he couldn't speak for himself, to defend himself, to speak up for himself. But he was taken off the bus that he was speaking the word of God. So his soul is still saved and gone with God. But God is using me to be a testimony for those that cannot speak and are right now suffering. And people are just calling them mad crazy. How did they get to those stages? Why aren't the people that are doing this to innocent people not being made accountable? But the victims, the ones that are losing their lives or living a lifetime of mental illness, severe mental illness, where they can't defend themselves, are the ones being more tortured and scrutinized. Why isn't there more attention on the perpetrators than the victims. People make a spectacle of the victims. And the perpetrators are left freely to roam around the earth and find their targets, more targets. Some of them have piles of victims because everyone just move on with their life and nobody says a word or utters anything. Because sometimes when they do, the same ones that utter and speak their truth, most of you out there sit down and scrutinize them and laugh at them and point fingers at them and jeer them, while the wicked get to continue out there and find their new victim. You know, sister, some of you are demons too. But I leave you all to God. I leave you all to God. Even though some of you don't believe in God, I truly leave you all to God. Because you might not have to answer to any human. You don't have to answer to me. But your time will come. And you have to answer to the all-powerful, almighty God. The one that no one thinks of, that's seeing the evil that you're doing. Some of you, you go and you sit down on people's platform and you join in with tearing down people that you see openly being taken advantage of. And you blame the ones being taken advantage of. And the ones that are doing the taking advantage, you guys cheer them on and laugh and cheer and yeah, and go on with yourself. Hi, Denise. Social media has been an eye-opener. An eye-opener for me. I'm glad I'm able to use it to open up a lot of eyes as well. For something that I believe in so much, mental health, mental illness, because I'm a victim. And I don't feel any way when I shed tears. Because I know what it feels like. Because my tears is not for me. Because I have the strength. I'm protected. I'm guarded. I'm a purpose. My tears is for people like Mr. Patrick. That some could just take his life so innocently. And no one is being held accountable for it. No one is being accountable for it. When I come off of this, I could take my time. I could take my deep breaths. I could count to 10. I could enjoy my 4 children. I could go to my favorite restaurant. I could go buy my stew peas and rice. And I come back and I come right back here in my bed. And I sit in front of my TV. And I enjoy my peace. And I come on TikTok. And I watch some of the videos. And I laugh. But what happened to people like Mr. Patrick? What happened to the people like some of the people out there? That some of you out there practicing witchcraft and taking people's lives that has nobody to speak for them, that has no one to stand up for them. What about them? Why are you guys so evil? Mighty God, I pray for you. Cece, I don't know how you do it, but I pray for you that you continue to speak for your clients, that you advocate for them. I could not be a counselor or a therapist. I'm too close to it. I have too much traumas. It's too triggering. I have PTSD. You know, I'm too close emotionally. All I could do is pray and ask God to guide and protect individuals such as you who took it on yourself to take on others' burdens and help them through it. 10 years plus social work. I could not do it. I thought about doing that as a career. It hurts too much sometimes. I could change my channel. I could come off of YouTube when I see those videos. I could stop the videos. You have to work. You have to. It is. It can be draining, but I think I was called to do that work. Right now, speaking about, after I watched the video just now, not of the actual thing that happened, there was just glimpse of the wooden crate that they made, like a box that they placed the man in, and you see the flames. But just hearing the woman speak about, and the YouTuber that spoke about what the man went through, job upon the ends, job upon the ends. That's whose YouTube channel I saw it on. I feel it here in my temple, in my eyes. They say I have to try not to cry too much because this is where I feel it, you know? And I can't let myself get too worked up, right? Because people don't understand that mental illness hurts as well. It hurts physically. I battle with it, and my 27-year-old battles with it because of what his grandmother did to me and him. From I was pregnant, from the very first time I was pregnant, I have 4 children for her son. She's been working witchcraft and doing manipulative stuff and bringing in confusion in our lives and causing war between myself and her son, my children's father. And the last time she tried to take my life, not the last that I know of, my son and I ended up in the hospital. And we were there for 2 weeks on the mental health floor. 2 weeks, my son and I. My eldest son, my 27-year-old. So I know what I'm speaking of. Evil is out there. Psychopaths and sociopaths are out there. We all have some form of mental illness. Yes, people need to gain knowledge of this, not a joke. No, they think they're perfect. They are perfect. And they love to throw out the word crazy. They love to call others crazy. That's the first things they do. Yes, Danger, me know. Oh, see, let me tell you, as Danger, I'll sit on Danger's live and just listen to her and just laugh. I just enjoy just listen to her and just laugh. Because coming on here and sharing some of the things that you've gone through, if I try my best not to burden others with some of the toxic experiences I've gone through, because I've been doing it from 2019, sharing my story. That's why I did a YouTube channel. I put it all on there. And that's why I usually just send people to my YouTube channel to go and watch the videos. Because sitting down and reliving and resharing and sharing the story, as you said, Cece, it's draining. It's draining. Mental illness affects your mind. It starts from your brain. You get headaches. When you think about the things you've gone through, it affects your heart. It affects your lung. It's something that will debilitate you. You see what I'm saying? So I've done the most part when I just started YouTube, and I made sure I made videos and I made playlists, and I just direct everyone to my YouTube channel. And I ask them all, just share it. If you see something that you want someone to see, if it doesn't help you, it could help someone else. Because sitting down and going over it, people think that it's because you love to talk about it. There's nothing to love about talking about something that's toxic. I do it, and we do it because we're trying to save lives. I know I do it because I'm trying to put awareness out there that there are evil people out there around us, in our midst, in our families, in our extended families, our so-called loved ones, the people that we're sharing our beds with, having children with, their families, our own families. You can't take anyone from face value. It's not about the cutest person. Them look hot, them body good, them nails done, them have good shape. They're handsome, they're cute. It's all about what's in a person's heart and their mind. And I've been around the most evil person in my life, and I will continue to say that. Her name is Sonia Ware. I've never seen someone in this world as evil as my ex-mother-in-law. And that's why I did the playlist, The Evil of Sonia Ware, on my YouTube channel, ShortnSpicy Nikks. Same way you see my name spelled here. I have to let others know that there are others like her. They come around you acting as if they're good, they're loving, as if they love your children. Some are their children to our grandson. The amount of things she put me through. And I have 4 children for her son. All her grandchildren that she claimed to love so much. And this woman single-handedly tortured my life for over 20 odd years. My firstborn is 27 and still trying to do it now. And when I came out speaking in 2019, all eyes came on me, and I was a target as again for everyone else that knew them. I'm crazy for speaking my story. I'm crazy. I'm delusional. That's all I heard. My own baby father, my children's father, said those things to me. When I try to educate people and bring awareness and the knowledge that I know from about mental illness, and from even working in the nursing home, I went to school for this. So I work with social workers, CC. I'm not a nurse, sorry. I'm a personal support worker. They call it something else in America. But I studied, I've done the school PSW, I've done the work. The only thing I didn't do was do the needle, give injections or medication. And that's what I was working towards. And I got sick before having my last born. He's 10 years old now. I got sick and I had to stop working in the nursing home. And I've been home since. And I'm now on disability for my mental illness, for my mental health. But I'm not dead. I'm not dead. And as much as she tried to take me out of this world, I'm still alive. And God is using me as his testimony that mental illness is not a curse. And if you feel that something is going on, go to your doctor, because you're not dead. We're some of the best peoples. You hear the saying, God gives his best soldiers the hardest fight or something like that? No, it's the enemy.